Congress just passed legislation that would force the DOJ to release the Epstein files. We just talked about that. And it's now waiting for Trump's signature. Now, Epstein's brother, his brother has raised concern about them scrubbing the files of Republican names. Did you know that? Are we any closer to seeing the real files, and what will be the ramifications of their release?
The first thing about this is that this is not a request by Congress. This is an actual law. Once Trump signs it, it is a law. So they have to comply. But I'm not sure how Epstein's brother, I don't know if he has inside information, but what I would say is that I do think that the Republicans and the Democrats, but particularly the Republicans who are pushing this on Capitol Hill, they are on the lookout for efforts to scrub the files, to delay the release. There is a time window in the bill of 30 days. But, you know, Thomas Massie yesterday just said, we're going to be watching very closely to see if this is being slow walked. And then they plan to accelerate to another level, maybe going on the House floor and releasing what they know about who's in the files. And so I do think because this is so bipartisan, this was virtually unanimous in the Congress, I think they're going to get a lot of pushback.
Why the Republican shift, do you think?
Because it is bad politics and it's bad morals to be seemingly defending a sexual predator. Period.
Right.
It's that simple. No one wants to go home to their constituents and say to them, I voted against holding people accountable for pedophilia or assaulting young girls. And so I think it's a crystal clear common sense issue. And even loyalty to Trump was not enough to stop this.
Well, Abby, we're seeing some fractures within the Republican MAGA specifically right now between the battle over the Epstein files, healthcare costs, and the elevation of Nick Fuentes. More Republicans like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Senator Ted Cruz are speaking up with their frustrations. What do you think this means for the future of the Republican Party?
Well, I'm so fascinated by this because this is the beginning, I think, of the battle for the next chapter of what MAGA is and who leads it. Because Donald Trump is not only termed out, but he's also older. He's not going to be there to hold MAGA together forever. And I actually, talking to some conservatives, a lot of them are saying that Charlie Kirk actually was another person who helped hold the MAGA coalition together. And so now there's a fight for who is really going to set the agenda for MAGA. Part of the problem is that Trump never really had an ideology. Trump is about Trump.
Right.
He has things that he wants and likes, may or may not be consistent. And other candidates realize that they do need some kind of consistency because from tariffs to the state of the economy to even whether they allow people like Nick Fuentes to have a voice in their party, some people in the conservative coalition in MAGA are realizing, yes, we do need to draw lines because there's probably not going to be this charismatic figure after Trump to hold the party together the same way that it has been for the last 10 years.
As the kids say, they don't got the riz.
Nailed it, Joy.
Yeah, I mean, whether you like him or not, Trump is this once-in-a-generation type of figure. The person who comes after him is not going to be that.
Right. And I do want to get to the book, but quickly, I would love your take on, we've seen this sort of about-face from Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's walked back some of her previous rhetoric. She's been opposing Donald Trump on the issue of Epstein and also Obamacare subsidies. What do you make of this turn from her?
You know, honestly, I feel like I should ask you that, Alyssa, because I feel like you know. Look, it's when I think Marjorie Taylor Greene, there's probably some.
Looking at Marjorie Greene, we all see that the women in the views are trying to talk about that she have been very faithful. She she felt betrayed that she have supported Donald Trump for 7 years. Almost 7 years, but all they call her is that she's a betrayer, the person that she vouched for. So she somehow confused. She somehow cannot really. She don't even know herself again. So the women in the views were trying to say that looking at someone like Donald Trump, he's very strong and very one in a time generation. To the other guy that died was someone that could stand for them, was supporting the MAGA. But his life was being taken like that very early. and no one else can really hold a MAGA the way he was doing it. So President Donald Trump, even after he has gone, because he's not going to be there forever, he's going to see somebody with a peculiar, strong, just strong the way he was. To see someone like that is difficult. So the women in the views were just saying that it's a very challenging thing to see somebody like President Trump, somebody with that figure, somebody with that charisma, somebody who can really pull the MAGA, somebody who can really, like, really stand and do it. So the women in the view all have that option that, like, they were talking about the Epstein file, that the Congress passed the law that no one can stop them. The Epstein file have to be released. Even President Donald Trump signed or he doesn't sign. So they were just saying that an Epstein brother also have a concern about the file. So this lady was trying to explain that it's a law that they pass. They hope the brother know about the law. And looking at the Congress, no one really want to come and stand like supporting. If you're a victim, no one to show themselves that they're in support of someone who likes young girls, someone who is a pedophile, as they call it. So it will be a difficult situation, and for that to be stopped, hopefully the hope is going to be the right file. Hope is going to be the one that is going to contain everybody's name. Why they resist, and they're saying that they don't even know why they're struggling for that fight to come out. They see that resistance, that they don't want that fight to come. So what is behind that fight that they don't want to release it? So what's really behind it? What do you think? Can I see on your opinion in the comment section? What do you think will be the main reason why they keep talking about the Epstein file, the file, yet they don't want to release that file, yet there's nothing good they can talk about it? So what do you really think about it? Can I see your opinion on the comment section? So talking also about all in general, just talking about what's happening at Marjorie Green. Everybody know she was as I said, she was a firm supporter of Donald Trump. If you are looking at Marjorie Green, she was like, she will give her life to stand for the MAGA. But all of a sudden we don't know what happened, but those messages were being sent to her. I guess somehow they see that when the lockdown happened, she didn't dance to their music. So they just think that anyone who does not dance to President Donald Trump, no matter what he had done, he will forget it. Let me just hear your opinion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. God bless you.